So this is a Nepenthes hanging basket. There are also Sarracenias, which are terrestrial pitcher plants, or the kind that grow out of the ground and have pitchers actually growing out, whereas the Nepenthes are a hanging basket or a draping type. These pitchers grow on the end of the leaf, and they're actually a modified leaf, and they have sort of ribbing up here, and then they're very slick on the inside. They attract bugs to enter the pitcher, and then the walls are very slick, and they fall in and they can't crawl back out. And because of the pitcher shape, they hold a little bit of water inside. So then the bugs can't get out, they're stuck in the water, and then the plant has secreted a compound into the water that digests them, and then they will take up the nutrients from that bug through the bottom of the pitcher in through the leaves. Now, in the home, they will attract a few bugs, but they're not going to fix a pest problem. So don't think that you have a gnat infestation and then this is going to fix it, but they will eat some bugs. It's not necessary to feed them in your house because the soil that we provide them in a horticulture setting is more nutrient dense than the soil that they're getting in their native environment. So you want to feed them. You can catch some bugs, stick them in there, and they'll digest them. They apparently, I was reading about it, like stink bugs. So that's something that you can do with your stink bugs. Don't do too many, and don't give them non-bugs. So don't put like cheese or meat or anything in the pitchers, because that will actually cause it to rot and then harm the pitcher overall. In the home, Nepenthes need a lot of bright sun. They need a well-drained soil that stays damp, which sounds a little counterintuitive. When we're selling them, they are in the right soil, and so you don't need to change the soil they're in. They're already in optimal soil for their needs. But if you end up potting yours, just use maybe an orchid mix or a little bit of sphagnum moss mixed in. So along with soil that stays damp but drains out, you also need to provide a lot of good sun for your pitcher plant. You don't necessarily want hot direct sun, but you do want really, really bright sun. So putting it in a bright window is optimal. And you need to be getting some good air movement going past your plant. So avoid putting your pitcher plant under some sort of cloche or in some sort of terrarium, because they want that air movement. Pitcher plants are a really interesting example of convergent evolution. There are many different kinds of plants across the globe that have developed similar shaped structures to digest bugs to better adapt to their environment. So Sarracenia, or the pitcher plants that we can actually grow in Ohio, and we sell some of those here at Groovy Plants Ranch in the spring. Sarracenia are not related to the Nepenthes, but they have similar structures, and the structures act similarly in that they digest bugs to better be able to get the nutrients they need in their environment.